Not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCormick. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. This is Reese on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Hampton. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Counterplay, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now Allen to throw. On third down, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
319. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. We're scoreless after 1.
Come on now. Let's go. Right there.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen He completes it to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, pick your game up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
50 come on. 50 come on.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're shot.
They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mills. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing now is Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Hampton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And his kick here is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike 58 right there. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one good for 33 and a 1st. They'll look to throw. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decided to run the football because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's the backup Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. They'll run on first down. Hampton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Allen now 5 straight completions here in the second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They can't see it.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. On second down now, it's Hampton. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be fourth down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, Stafford here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Stafford now to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long, it's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Caught by Jones. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
This is Reese on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more, and that is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen, and he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18.
Come on.
13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. This one complete to Patton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Short throw underneath to Hurst. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And this one's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the squeeze. Go.
Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Keep playing. Go like 19.
First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now going to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and goal, Drake. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a draw play with Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A good run there, 8 yards. Gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as